The Ace of Cups with the fertility and the stubbornness and the occupation. Oh, look, and she got a snake on her hand. Ah, that's funny. And golly. I'm getting so many things from this. This the person that was doing work on them could have been putting things in their drink and their food. But it's like with the nine of staves at the bottom, it's almost like this person is no longer, oh, and that's what it is too. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They are not taking food from this person. Oh, and look on this fertility card. Look, it's a fruit tree. They're no longer taking food from this person. They just eating fruit. They are only eating fruit and vegetables, and they got to tell them like, oh, I'm cleansing, or maybe they just keeping it to themselves. Because that's something I also learned, that when you trying to get yourself out of a bad spot, you better you don't want to tell nobody you fasting. They gonna try to feed you any and everything, tempt you, all types of things. It's like you don't even gotta tell nobody. It's just the energy, the spirits up on them is gonna start asking you more and more often, do you want food? You really, it's like fighting for your life when you trying to fast. But they're not accepting food from this person anymore. Oh, with the stubbornness. So that's how they was giving them work, possibly in their food and in their drinks. And so that advice helped this person. Wow. They only want to drink from your cup now. They only want to drink things that you make them. They only feel comfortable with things that you give them. Because when you made them drinks and when you made them food, they didn't feel like that. They remembering your food. They remembering your drinks. Okay? Wow. They now defending themselves. They're no longer accepting food from this person. They only eating fruit. This hella good. Ooh. That's exciting, y'all. I think this is exciting to see the energy of, because I'm getting this as a masculine energy, to get to see a masculine breaking free from spell work and getting on a right path. That's exciting. It's like it's hopeful. It gives hope to for the rest of the twins, or for the rest of the divine masculines, or for the rest of the feminines that's waiting for that divine masculine. Not necessarily waiting, but you still working on yourself, but you're waiting, but you're not waiting. Wheel of Fortune, yeah, you waiting for the table to turn, waiting for the wheel to turn. With the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, the tables have turned now. Mm, mm, mm. They have to defend themselves from this. They gotta defend themselves from this person now, because they superpowers and activated. I want to get a spirit animal card, a medicine card, a spirit. What is it? Animal medicine card. So let's get an animal medicine card, and then I think I'm gonna do signs and affirmations, and then we're gonna get up out of here. But this is amazing. This person has broke free from some spell work, y'all, and the tables have turned for this organization or whatever this is, whoever this is that was putting this curse on this person. Oh, they was documenting everything. Remember? Oh, this person could possibly be able to person this person could become like a whistleblower or something. That also could be another way that this where they get their sudden wealth from is by telling their story and traveling and stuff and speaking about it. Maybe both of y'all, if y'all come together, y'all both can travel and tell about y'all journey. Okay, ooh, we got the snake at the bottom again with the snake. That's cool. The number 6, that's like the lover's card. Mm. You got me looking at how they got the snake on her with the eggs. They could have had children with this person. This person that was and look at this. I didn't even see this. It's snakes everywhere today. It just so happened I put this ring on. That's funny. But it's a snake on this Wheel of Fortune card. There's snakes everywhere today. I just noticed. They could have had like people planted all around. It could have been a bunch of people doing this to this person. I think I said that, like a group of people. It's almost like it's giving like it was more than one person doing this to them. How did I get this card on the bottom? Oh, I shuffled a little bit. This is a spider. I just want to get one medicine card. Should I pull some more cards on this? Because this person is documenting something. Antelope tried to flip over. Yeah, I was just getting ready to say maybe I shouldn't because it's not time to reveal this energy yet of what this about this person and this what they document and what they writing down. Excuse me. Oh, we finally got one. We got alligator at the bottom, and we have bat 42. I don't know what that means. We about to read it. We gonna read alligator, and I'm gonna read bat. That's number 42. Oh, we almost. Oh, look at what we opened it on. Antelope. It would run antelope, teach me of action and its pace. Quickly, quickly, I may run with grace. I don't think it's time for us to know what this person is getting ready to do with this documentation. Okay, we got bat. Finally made it to the page. Okay, it says the poem on the side, it says, Sacred bat flew to me from the darkness of the cave. Womb like reflections, answers it gave. Birth, death, rebirth. Cycles of the whole, never ending, just eclipse. The journey of the soul. You help this person get on a soul journey. You hear me? That is amazing. Man, give yourself a hug, a pat on the back, or something. It's like you brought somebody back to glory. You helped. You were the bridge to bring someone back to glory, and that's like the highest calling that you have as a woman. As a woman, as a feminine energy, is to bring the masculine energy back to the Most High, bring them back to glory. That's the help meet. That's it. It's not the cooking, the cleaning, and all that other stuff that people seem to think it is. That's just basic human necessities or things that everybody should know. But the real help meet that they say women are, this is the real help meet to bring them back to the Most High, because a divine woman is source walking around. Is the embodiment of source energy walking this earth. So if you find you a divine woman, that is God in the flesh. That is the Most High in the flesh walking around. So I'm not saying it's all women. All women have the capabilities, but not all women are choosing to tap into this divine knowing, this divine nature that they have inherently. So you were the bridge for this person to come back. That's your highest calling, was to bring this person back to themselves, and bringing them back to themselves is bringing them back to the glory of the Most High. And when they found themselves, and then when they found the Most High within themselves, then they found you. You were sitting right there. And that's why they knew why you act like you act, talk like you talk, say what you said. They thought you was the one that was arrogant, because you knew who you are. You know who you are to this person. And most importantly, you knew who you are to the Most High. So it's like nothing or that nobody around this person or even them could do or say could move you. You a movement by yourself. You a force when y'all together, but they had to remember that you was a movement when they met you. All right, so let's read this. It says, steeped in the mystery of Mesoamerican tribal ritual is the legend of Bat, akin to the ancient Buddhist belief in reincarnation in Central America. Did I read that right? Damn. Akin to the ancient Buddhist belief in reincarnation in Central America, Bat is the symbol of rebirth. The bat has for centuries been a treasured medicine of the Aztec, Toltec, Tayucan, and Mayan peoples. Bat embraces the idea of shamanistic death. Wow! Remember what I was saying? So that funeral card, what was that? Was it the coffin? The coffin card that we seen. This person went through an ego death. They realized they are shaman. They realize that they just like you. They just like your weird ass. Like I said, they found themselves. Then they found the Most High. They found the Holy Spirit. Then they found your weird ass sitting right there in their heart. Like, hey, what's up? Bat embraces the idea of shamanistic death. The ritual death of the healer is steeped in secrets and highly involved initiation rites. They had to go through this stuff. They had to overcome this spell and all these things. That's why I be saying, people say that I don't want them back, and I'm not. You went through a journey too. How would you feel if somebody would, you know how it feels, somebody reject you because you are going through a season, you walking with the Most High, and you walking through the trials and the tribulations, and they come in and they judge your life based on that situation. You know how they feel. And that's exactly what's going on here. This person had to experience you. They had to get on the bridge to find themselves so they could find the Most High again. And then they found you. That's what you want to happen. That's what you want. And I just seen 5555, 5555. When I said that, all these fives on a temperance and on a mature man, this is what you wanted for this person to mature. You came in, you did your job, you poured into this person, and you did. Shit. That's what you was supposed to do. So I don't want to hear that on this video. I don't want them back. I don't give a damn, honestly. But it's not for you. Like I said, this is not This is not for you. This is a shamanistic death. This is talking about healers and light workers and things like that. If that's not resonating with you, then this is not the channel for you. The ritual death of the healer is steeped in secrets and highly involved initiation rites. Shaman death is the symbolic death of the initiate to the old ways of life and personal identity. The initiation that brings the right to heal and to be called shaman is necessarily preceded by ritual death. Most of these rituals are brutally hard on the body, mind, and spirit. That's what we've been going through. Some of us been going through spiritual warfare since we were children, and that's exactly what this person been through. This person been having work put on them since they was little, since they was a fruit, since they was a child. This person grew up in this. And just like most of us have, if especially if you on this platform, if you on this channel, that means you resonate with me. So if you didn't know it, that probably was your life as well. Okay? Most of these rituals are brutally hard on the body, mind, and spirit. In the light of today's standards, it can be very difficult to find a person who can take the abuse and come through it with their balance intact. And that's what confused them about you. You went through a lot of abuse and a lot of things, and you came out balanced. You came out loving yourself. That inspired this person to get on their path because they like, wow, they have never come across somebody like you before. Never have they ever seen somebody that actually stand on business. You stood on kingdom business, on the real business. You didn't care about what everybody else was talking about. You don't care about that degree of their title. You not ranked higher than me. I don't care about that. It's big rank, take little rank. Fuck a bank. Sorry, y'all. The idea of ancient initiations was to break down all the former notions of self that were held by the shaman to be. You a shaman if you didn't know it. And this person is too. And they're understanding that in order to, with heavy is the head that wears the crown. How can you be a great leader if you cannot empathize with the people, if you cannot empathize with their struggles, if you cannot empathize with their abuses and the things that they went through? If you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth and you never went through a trial or a tribulation or nothing about being poor, how are you going to lead the poor community? You cannot. The Most High's children had to grow up in the trenches to be great leaders. We have suffered such large amounts of abuse that most people wouldn't even understand. If you was to sit down and tell somebody your story, they'll look at you like you crazy because they wouldn't understand why you so balanced and why are you still intact. How come you didn't turn into Harley Quinn and go get you a Joker? But deep down, y'all could have been Harley Quinn and a Joker. This person is realizing that just because you profess to walk in light don't mean you don't know what it's like to be in a dark or to be in a dark place. That's where you grow. That's where you learn. That's where you set apart is in the dark. The basic idea of ancient initiations was to break down all the former notions of self that were held by the shaman to be. This could entail brutal tests of physical strength and and psychic ability. This person had to get their intuition up with this fast. And having every emotional button pushed hard. You can't lead nobody if you scared of the opposition. You can't be a great leader if you gonna fold. If you allow somebody to come in and puppet you. If if any dollar amount is worth it. If you can be bought and sold, then you cannot be a great leader. You shouldn't be a leader, period. Because that means that anybody can come in and persuade you to overthrow your people because they got some coins. So you got to be put through these rigorous tests and these rigorous things. That's why I'm saying I don't want to. I don't want to hear what nobody got to say about I don't want this person back because baby, they went through the fire to get you. This person is going through the fire to come back to get you. I'm not saying this, and this not gonna resonate with everybody, and I'm okay with it. And we at an hour and 2 minutes. I don't know how this be happening. Okay, this could entail brutal tests of physical strength and psychic ability and having every emotional button pushed hard. Taunting and spitting on the initiate was common and taught him or her to be in and taught him or her to endure the duress with humility and fortitude. If you haven't been through this, ain't no way you can be a good leader or a good healer. Our trials and tribulations are were to forge us to become great leaders in the end. When it's all said and done, when a new earth come, yeah, they had their moment. They had they 400 years of fame or whatever, however long. But now it's time for the leaders of the new earth to step up, and most likely it's gonna be somebody that was from the trenches. Okay, somebody that went through everything and didn't allow none of it to break them. They came out with a humanity and balance intact. Taunting and spitting on the initiate was common, and they didn't crash out. Okay, and taught him or her to endure the duress with humility and fortitude. The final initiation step was to be buried in the earth for 1 day and to be reborn without the former ego in the morning. That's the ego death. The ritual is very similar to the Night of Fear practiced by natives of Turtle Island. In this ritual, the shaman to be is sent to a certain location to dig his or her grave and spend the night in the womb of Mother Earth, totally alone with the mouth of the grave covered by a blanket. Wow. Darkness and the sounds of the animals prowling quickly confronts the initiate with his or her fears. As the darkness of the grave has its place in this ritual, so does the cave of Bat. Hanging upside down is a symbol for learning to transpose your former self into a newborn being. This is also the position that babies assume when they enter the world from the womb of a woman. If Bat has appeared in your cards today, it symbolizes the need for ritualistic death of some way of life that no longer suits your new growth pattern. This can mean a time of letting go of old habits and assuming the position of life that prepares you for rebirth, or in some cases, initiation. In every case, Bat signals rebirth of some sort of Oh, God. In every case, bad signals rebirth of some part of yourself or the death of old patterns. If you resist your destiny, it can be a long, drawn out, or painful death. The universe is always asking you to grow and become your future. To do so, you must die the shaman's death. This person was resisting their destiny. They made this longer than what it was supposed to be. They were supposed to come with you when you came in, but they didn't. They made it worse. They made it longer than what the Most High intended for their journey to be. But it also pushed them to do something that they had never done, which is to trust somebody. And they decided to trust you with your advice and go on this fast and take this spiritual bath and get themselves together. Let's get some signs. I'm probably gonna have to break this up in 2 parts so I'll be able to post it. We have Pisces. Okay, Aquarius and Leo flipped over in my hand. We have Sagittarius. Let's see if we can get more. We have Virgo and Libra. So Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, Libra, and Gemini is at the bottom. Let's get some affirmations. Before I even shuffle, we have Rabbiah. This made me think about Rabbi, but Rabbiah, I'm assuming, the queen of saintly women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. Wow. This is what I've been saying. I move the way love asks me to move. You were not moving to the beat of nobody's drum but your own, but the drum of the Most High. You move with spirit, what the Holy Spirit told you to do, and that's how you move. If if the Holy Spirit told you to be kind to this person, you were kind to this person. If they told you to give to this person, you gave to this person. If they told you to cuss them out, you cussed them out. If they told you to block them, you blocked them. If they told you to walk away, you walked away. If you, it's like whatever they said. So this person could have felt like they had you under some type of control also. That they could have been puppeting you, not knowing that you went into your sacred space and you was listening to the divine. You were doing everything that the divine told you to do to help lead this person out of whatever situation they was in from up under this curse. So they could have felt like they had a little control over you too, because they just didn't understand why you was acting the way you was acting. That's because you was listening to the Holy Spirit. You didn't care how they were acting. You were being obedient. So what if I look dumb? So what if I look gullible? So what if you think I'm a pushover? So what if you think it doesn't matter what you think, because I'm being obedient to the Most High. And I know, and I just saw 10:10. So you know, no matter what, it's always gonna come out in your favor. It's always gonna be in your favor. I said that I was gonna read the alligator card too. I think I might as well, since I'm gonna split this video into 2 readings. Okay, we have Freyja, the goddess of discernment, and that's exactly what I was saying. You use your discernment. You moved when the spirit told you to move. And look what's at the bottom, the Black Madonna. Okay, the Lady of the Hermits. 11. I just seen 111. Yeah, that's exactly. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. Yeah, it's like this your son. But they do say that when you help bring somebody into the kingdom or back to the kingdom, they become like your spiritual child or whatever. Not like that, but So it's like you helped to birth this baby, which is this person going through this ego death. Okay. Just like I was thinking about with the page of staffs and then the ace of staffs. This the page of staffs and you are the ace of staffs. It's like this your son now. I'm being funny, but I'm being serious, and I mean it in the most respectful way. It's the most respectful way, okay? It's you help this person to um get on in a enlightenment. You help this person become enlightened. You was a spark. You was a spark that birthed this creation of this person getting on this journey. All right. So the angels in heaven, they applaud you. You do you not know how much they cheer and how happy they are when one of their angels can bring another one home or bring them back to glory? Man, you just do not know how much you are being celebrated right now. Okay, Freya, the goddess of discernment. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Exactly. You was following the guys of the Holy Spirit. You was not paying attention to what this person had going on. And that's why you was able to walk away. How you walked away. Because the Most High said, okay, it's time. It's time to go. It's time for them to fall flat on their face. Because they start doing too much. They was doing too much. They didn't want to get it when it was easy. They had to learn the hard way. And then we have Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. And it's exactly you wasn't this person wasn't moving you like they thought they were. They weren't moving you. They weren't the movement in your life. The Most High was. Ooh, three more came out. I'm gonna read these fast. I don't know. Two more came out. We have Enheduanna, the high priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Exactly. I just said that. Ooh, Mary of Nazareth, the mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Ooh, your courage gave birth to this divine being right here. I don't think you know the importance of who your twin actually is. Damn. Wow. Wow. And at the bottom we have Dakini, the enlightened feminine. What I tell you about that divine woman? What I tell you, get you one of those. I just saw 1515. Get you one of them. The enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Remember, I was talking about your good health, baby. Your good health and how you help this person with their good health and that led them to enlightenment. It say my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. And we have Dakini. And this is the underlying energy at the bottom of the affirmations deck. Man, when I say this is so profound, how all of this tied up together, this is truly beautiful. This transformation that this masculine is going through is off the chain. Let's get this alligator. That's number 52. No, it's number 50. Where I get 52 from? Another 5, y'all. With the 50, another 5. It says, alligator, let me drop my judgments, accepting life with grace, so that forlorn care and worry will vanish from my face. Let me integrate each moment, digesting life with ease, counting all my experiences as equal opportunities. The powerful gift of alligator medicine is to fully appreciate and integrate all that life offers. Gator shows us the value of thoroughly digesting both the pleasures and pains of life. In many ways, alligator's medicine is reflected in its behavior. When Gator rolls under the water with its prey, its message is to roll with the punches when being attacked by life circumstances. Carefully storing its prey under a log until the meat is tender teaches us about patience and proper timing. That's exactly what I was saying. Patience and proper timing. This person had to go through these things because they are meant to be a great and powerful leader in this new earth. And you help to bridge the gap to bring this person back. And now they want to share their sudden wealth with you. Like I said, you guys could be walking, walking. I often say walking, talking, earth angels. Choosing to laugh when tangled in your own seriousness can immediately diffuse the stranglehold of anger and judgments, self-importance and inflexibility. That's that shamanistic ritual we was talking about. Once your rigidity is removed, you are free to again integrate the present life, the present set of circumstances, finding which you may have formerly overlooked. Then you can learn Gator's lessons on how to digest the value of any life lesson. Gator medicine people refrain from passing judgment. Gator medicine people refrain from passing judgment until they had examined all the facts and seen all the sides of any situation. It may be time to drop opinions and judgments so that the present situation can be fully understood. This is exactly what I was saying. You have to drop your opinions and your judgments. This is the Most High's work, baby. Lean not into thy own understanding. Gator might have surfaced in the river of your life to tell you to digest the situation at hand before making any rash moves. You could also be dealing with someone who is too serious or rigid. If this is the case, embrace your flexibility, knowing that you are expanding beyond your former limits, even if others are wallowing in their self-created quicksand. Have you been rushing through life and not taking the time to count your victories or to digest your rites of passage? If so, it could be time to honor your progress, mindful that quick fix solutions do not support long term goals. Avoid getting stuck in the duality and quagmire of the human judgment game. That's exactly what I was saying. The human judgment game. Do y'all know what a quagmire is? Not the dude off Family Guy, but look up quagmire and somebody put it in the comments. Use calm. Use calm resolve. Yes. You have to be calm in certain situations. You can't go into every situation a hothead. You have to use your discernment. It says review your healing process and life lessons, integrating the growth you have attained. In all cases, Gator is telling you that something may have escaped your perception. Ask yourself what viewpoint or possibility did not get factored into your assessment. Did that missing piece of the puzzle keep you from having an accurate overview of what is now occurring? If so, it is never too late to reevaluate the situation from a more integrated and flexible point of view. Remember, Gator's eyes and nostrils are often the only parts of his body above water while it's sensing its surroundings. Gators integrate all probabilities before it makes a move. This person took a spiritual bath. They immersed themselves in the water. They put every part in the water except for their eyes and their nose. They took this spiritual bath. They went on this fast on a cleanse. And they got to see it from your perspective. They got to see what you saw. You saw that this person was being puppeted. You saw that this person was under some sort of spell, a hex or something. You saw that it was nothing but enemies surrounding this person, and they couldn't see what you saw. So you had to leave. And when you left, it got them to thinking about what you said. And they felt like they had nothing to lose. And they took this cleanse. They went on this cleanse and they took this bath because of you. Because you listened to the Holy Spirit. Because you might have felt like this was a failed mission. Because you didn't see everything. This person was under heavy domination. They were being controlled. They were being puppeted. They was also, it's like they was almost being MKU'd. And you helped break this person free. This person was under heavy domination because of who their spirit is a reincarnation of. That's why I can't tell you what this person is about to do with this journal and information. It gotta be. I didn't even want to tap into it because I like to let the Most High cook. Let her cook. Okay, big glow. Let her cook. All right. But let's end it there, cause golly, I done took up a nice little amount of y'all time. Okay, so those are the codes and these are the signs. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and peace, baby. I see you next time.